Special thanks to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, Off the Wall Games in Hadley, Massachusetts, Games and Friends in Springfield, Massachusetts, as well as AAA Games Arena in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at LordsBroken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/The Broken Lords. Thank you.
The muddy pool that Vega is standing next to is a footprint.
Oh, cool.
And you look down at the marks on the rock that you just climbed, and you realize that they're actually claw marks.
Nope.
That pool of muddy water is more than 10 feet front to back, and it is at least 1.5 feet deep.
Okay.
And as you look around, you can see others, just trails of them. You think you could see older ones that are not quite so deep farther away.
Huh.
And some of the trees are just splintered and broken off about 6, 7, 8 feet above the ground. It definitely looks like something just crashed into them. Okay, at this point, I am going to give Octomer a survival check. Octomer, take a survival check. Your difficulty on this is 1. Look down at that muddy pool for a sec.
Yeah, alright. That's 3 successes.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Alright, yeah, we gotta put some momentum in the pool, because Snidely got 1 extra also.
Alright, so let's do that. And then how many more extra? That's 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay. Bam.
Octomer looks down at the shape of the pool, flashes some water away from the leading edge, it ripples back and forth, but he feels around at the edge with his hands, looks at the boulder, looks at the trees, and his eyes go super wide.
Oh.
You've heard stories of dragons that live in dense jungles, but you thought they were not real.
Okay. That's pretty bad.
And from all of the legends you've heard about forest dragons, it is virtually impossible, if not completely impossible, to kill one.
So this is... Okay. Yeah, we're
Getting out of here.
in full stealth mode.
Yeah. No, Ricardo agrees. Ricardo is now just standing. I think Ricardo decides to take a climb to see what Cole's looking at, and he's like, oh no, Ricardo wants to get out of here.
Agreed. That would be a good plan.
Ricardo wants to be here no more.
I did not think I could like this place any less, and yet...
The wonders of nature, is it not?
Can always get worse.
Wonder is not the word I would use, but... Okay. Well.
As Phaedra says okay, echoing from far, far away, you hear just a trumpeting blast.
We should take cover.
Oh, sounds friendly. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so are we gonna wait till nightfall and try to sneak through under cover of darkness?
I think that has to be the way. That's the only cover that we would have.
What point of the destructive path are we upon? Are we in the middle? Are we closer to where we started?
I mean, you're close to the edge. You guys didn't go very far into the
Right.
scarred area of jungle.
Ricardo would prefer to try and take this at night.
Yeah.
Let us go back into cover for now.
Alright, well...
I bet nothing else is going to be trying to do what we're going to do it tonight.
Maybe stay 1 kilometer, at least, for now in the day, behind lines, and then try for it when the sun goes down.
Yeah. That might be the best course of action here.
Of course, with our luck, it could be nocturnal, but hey.
It's certainly active right now.
Let's go back into cover.
Yeah.
We retreat.
Yeah, we immediately abscond.
If you're cool with pressing the fast forward button into nighttime, I'm cool with that as well, but that's up to y'all.
Yeah, unless you guys have anything you want to do.
I
I imagine if you want to cross miles at night, I imagine you're going to try and get some extra rest during the day.
Could
right?
I make
Yes.
a lore check to see if I can get any info on, dragons, anything that could maybe help us, with information that I could have, picked up over time, even if it's just legend?
All right. It's not terribly difficult to recall things about dragons.
Okay.
However, recalling things about dragons that are not tied to a legend or a particular story, recalling things that might be useful to you, and that are not just obviously pure fantasy, not that you would really know the difference having never met one, that's going to be a difficulty 4 check.
So that's not great.
You know what? Momentum is here to be spent.
Oh man.
We're here as a group too, right?
Tackle this as a group, like think, like we hit
Yeah.
think tank and do this all together. Would that be us helping somebody or something like that? Would that be viable?
That would be kind of a different structure. We could do it that way.
Yeah.
So if you guys are going to talk over, as you're resting, you're going to talk over everything any of you have heard about dragons and try and parse what might be reliable and what might not be reliable information. That is going to be a group test. I am going to need a total of 12 successes from you.
Great. We're testing lore.
Yes. You have momentum, you have fortune.
I am actually going to spend a fortune point on this, and a single momentum.
You can also give me a point of doom if you're out of momentum, but you still want extra dice, as a reminder.
I'm going to spend a fortune and 1 momentum.
Look at this guy. First he steals pepperoni from me, and now he thinks I'm going to give him more.
No, I know you're not going to spend any. Listen, we've already had this conversation. I know you're gonna come to a point where you have to spend doom or die, and you're gonna die.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, so I've spent a fortune. I have 2 successes. There is 1 complication. Take that pepperoni if you may, or do whatever you want to do.
With pride in my heart.
Well, I'm not gonna give you fucking brain strains, so yeah, it's gonna be.
But I did spend a fortune, so that is 2 successes onto the pile for y'all. I knew that this could, a time when lore could come up, could possibly happen, so I put at least 1 point in there.
In a Conan story, lore, come on.
Knowing about shit is always useful.
It's not like Scholar is one of the core book classes or anything. It's not like lore ever comes up in this game.
Not even a little
All right.
bit.
Who is that?
Did
Does
you want to
anyone
go
else?
next, Docs?
What's up? Me?
Yeah.
I am unskilled in lore.
Let's get the skill boys come out first, see what we got, and see if we can have Socks save us.
Let's not do that. Let's not put it all on me.
I have 2 and 2 for lore.
I spent a fortune
Okay.
point for the record, so do what you will. There's also 2 momentum.
I think we all have fortune at this point.
Yeah, everyone should have 3.
Yeah. Well, not everyone anymore.
Well, I have 2. Duh.
Silly
Does
Jordan.
Cole have lore? What about you, Snide?
Yes, I got some lore. I'll do that, and I'll spend a fortune point.
Do you want to spend 1 of the momentum?
Yeah, might as well.
Marked. Let's see if you can do better than me. 3 successes. Well, you did better than me. There's no complications, and there's at least a success. So we have done 5 successes so far.
5 of 12. We're almost halfway there, boys.
Oh boy.
So either Phaedra knocks it out of the fucking park.
Okay. Well, I would like to first invest a fortune in the roll,
Mm-hmm.
please. What is the momentum?
We're at
pool
1 momentum right now.
1 momentum?
Take it.
I might as
The
well.
momentum is ill served on me.
Okay. Y'all ready?
Let's go for it.
Alright, here we go. Woo.
We're at 10.
Damn.
Fuck, so I need to succeed at both of mine?
Would you mind spending a fortune or not?
If you spend a fortune, that will give you 1 success.
Alright, I'll spend the fortune.
So that puts us at 11.
Yo, 2 unskilled success. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
Look, you love to see it. All right.
The group powwow. Let's fucking go.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't fail the fuck out of that roll.
So that success generates a momentum. So you can either juice that into the pool, or you can use it as the obtain information spend.
Let's see what Corey gives us first.
So you guys talk it over at length, and there are some recurring themes that frequently come up. They're quite large, obviously. You've seen the proof of that already. The stories of them having poison or fire breath or even more fantastical things like that, there's no consistency in any of those. So you think that as massive as this thing is, it's still an animal.
Right.
It isn't necessarily some kind of magical beast, but every one of these stories agrees that even the finest quality steel will not reliably pierce its hide. It is known that it's not particularly easy to escape these creatures. In spite of their size, they're definitely fast. and they are insanely strong. And also, just about every story you guys can come up with agree that being near this creature tends to make people panic. The sight of it triggers something primal in your mind, and it induces fear.
I have a follow-up question if anyone does, but I will defer to anybody else if they have something, or if they really want the momentum.
The only question I have is it nocturnal?
That's roughly what I was going to ask. So
Yeah.
The stories of it are frequently describe the encounters with it around dawn and dusk.
okay.
There's certainly one of these things has never been examined from a scholarly perspective, so you can't, again, just from stories and legends, you guys can't definitively say if it's nocturnal or not.
Stories make it sound crepuscular. That's today's vocabulary word.
Crepuscular. Okay.
Thanks, Lid.
I like it.
Always good to have one of those.
So a lie likelihood that we will all die, but we definitely don't want to fight this thing.
Under no circumstances will we be engaging this thing in combat.
The goal would be to get to the other side of the clearing as fast as possible and as deep into those woods as we can get, right?
Yes. If, under some bizarre situation, it finds us and attempts to fight us, the goal is to run like bitches.
It's a plan.
We should probably split up so it does not get all of us at once.
If found, yes. Otherwise, we should travel as a group.
Well, yes. Alright. Now it's time for the waiting game, I suppose.
Yes. Get some rest. We'll be up all night. And moving.